It'd just been like, on behalf of Texans, fuck off. And everybody would have been like, yo, did you see Cowboy Hat Mexican? That guy ruled.
Yeah, it's a good point.
But then you have to sit there. Oh, look, I brought a prop too. Oh, check this out. I'm going to make a whole scene now. And it's like, see, why didn't you do that? Because you also can look like, once you make a scene too, if everybody's at a bar or whatever this is, an event, everybody's having a good time. Now you're the guy who fucking ruined everything, as opposed to dunk, leave. And when they're like, sir, you got it, you're like, I'm already leaving, dude. I'm already halfway to my car. I made my point. You don't break out a flag and a whistle, start turning it into a goddamn fucking.
Well, you do it for that Gaiotra festival, but it's usually a Cuban flag.
Kanye West just wants this guy to leave, and he's trying to turn this Beto O'Rourke thing into a quinceanera.
This
We're
black
not
guy's
happening.
probably like, look, man, I don't like. This is the cops like, I don't like Beto either, man, but just gotta stop.
I'll be honest, homie. I don't like any of y'all, man. I'm just here because it's the best paying job I could get. So.
Right, sir. It's private property. You gotta get going, brother.
Hey, I love the way you blow, and fuck you too.
See what I mean?
Fuck you too. It's a free country. Fuck you.
See, I knew. Just like Royce pointed out, there was a minute and a half left. I was like, "There's no way this guy makes it through the next minute and a half." It's watching people do this sort of thing and approach politicians with a camera rolling is kind of like watching American Ninja Warrior. Like everyone starts off strong, but you're eventually gonna have to get to that weird wall thing.
Oh yeah.
And you're gonna you know what I mean? If you made it halfway through the course, just do a victory lap, call it a day. As soon as you get to anywhere where there's gonna be water underneath, you're like, this guy's fucked. Not a lot of people at that event either.
No, and there's not gonna be, and I don't know why he's running.
Well, maybe a bunch of people in Texas want their guns taken away. You ever think about that? No, you only think about yourself.
Hey Royce, what kind of dab pen do you have? I didn't bring it up here, but it's called a Luca, L-O-O-K-A-H, I believe, and it's pretty good.
By the way, Soul Pursuit said Beto like Cato, not like keto. Why would any of us be concerned with getting his name correct at all?
Care?
It's actually better to. There's nothing better than just not getting someone's name correct. Like, what is it, Beto, Boda? It's like that scene in A Wire when Marlon's like, "What's your name, man? Biddy, Body, whatever," and he's like, "You know my name, man. Don't be a dick."
Eat fuck and went to buymeacoffee.com/revenge. It says, bought us 3 beers and says, I'm giving up watching major news networks. I gave up watching major news networks years ago, but your show is great. Way to be entertained while also being informed on the goings on. Thanks for that. Cheers.
You could probably call it infotainment.
You can't do that. Stop trying to make it happen. Someone just bought a beer. Thank you so much.
Who?
It's a show called You.
I never said that.
Let's see here. All right, let me up the quality. All right, what happened this weekend?
Fox News alert, 5 people are dead and more than 40 injured as police reveal more about their
Damn, there was
desperate
a
attempt
bunch of cameras rolling at this thing, huh? Oof.
to stop that
I got some footage that we can play, but I've seen some footage that also we can't play. Obviously not going to play the one that we can't play, but even on the one that we can play, it's bad. I mean, it's really bad.
How bad are the ones you can play?
You can play, you can air them because they're for news.
No, I'm saying how bad are the ones you can't play?
People getting run over and murdered with a car.
But I mean, like, how graphic is it that it's?
I wouldn't call it like a gore fest because the car's going really fast. So it's one of those like, bah!
Yeah.
You know.
But it's still, yeah.
SUV as it tore through a
I
Wisconsin.
mean, that car was
Christmas parade.
flying.
He was hauling ass.
Discharge his weapon at the suspect vehicle to try to stop the vehicle. No bystanders were injured as a result of the weapon discharge. We do not believe there's any shots that were fired from the vehicle. We believe that officers discharged a firearm to stop the vehicle.
Did you see all the lefties? And one of them was even like a Democratic, like fucking one of their staffers. It was like, what's the big deal? It was self-defense.
Yeah, I keep seeing that.
And I'm like,
I don't see
what?
how.
Dude, they murdered babies. Like, what are you doing?
Okay, listen.
Toddlers were run over. What are you doing?
No. Hear me out on this, Royce. Your terms are acceptable. Let's let this guy.
Oh, boy.
Let's let this guy go.
Okay.
We also have to release James Alex Fields.
That's actually fair.
You guys want to keep playing that? You want to play this tit for tat game? Let's re-examine the James Alex Fields case then. Let's. You're right. I'm willing to throw. Listen, I'm willing to take an L. Let's let this guy go. Whatever. Trust me, he'll be back in jail in no time. We don't got to worry about that. So, yeah, let's let James Fields go. And this, the only difference being really James Fields, arguably, I don't believe killed anybody, but they tried to make it that he killed what, one lady? Mm-hmm. This guy killed 5 people. I'll give you your 5 back, but got to let James Fields go.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Retired Detroit police chief.
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
The Michigan gubernatorial candidate James Craig joins us.
This guy
now.
dresses
Chief,
how
always
I imagine Ray Lewis is going to dress when he's older and more
Yeah.
one little more dialed back.
All right, so this is the suspect. I think, well, here you go.
Got a low worth about a half a ticket. Non-swipe convention got him looking at me different. I can't be venom when I kiss him yet. Kidnap you and miss it. Yeah, Tyson hit him. I was in the slums. Any weather, I was still trapping.
Oh, he's so bad.
They putting cameras on the lights. Playing like you stupid dog. You know what I do to you. Hit me from a cell.
Oh,
told
this
me
is
get
so
the cake.
bad.
Weighing up them balls, selling coke
This is
around
lock
the
up
ditch.
raw raps.
Yeah.
Playing with them bloods, they gon' pop you like a
This is the one you could show some of. This one you could show.
I get what they're doing. I get the pulling his old rap video stuff,
Right.
but doesn't it kind of make you laugh sometimes when they act like this car looks similar, like it's evidence, like it's a scoop?
Right.
Like they got something. Hey, I think he might have used this. Yeah, no, I have a feeling he doesn't own multiple vehicles. You're right. Yeah, he probably used his own truck for a rap video shoot. But they're acting like they need to get in touch with the FBI immediately. I think I got some evidence for you. You guys might want. He might have used this truck in a rap video shoot. It's like
You don't say.
okay, look, we don't need any help identifying the truck that hit these people. They did it on high-def news camera fucking video. So,
Yeah, this is one of those.
They were
where,
filming
like,
a parade.
There was a million cameras. Like there's no way.
somebody called the president. I think that's the same truck.
Okay. Well, I did call the president, and Kamala didn't answer. So I don't know what you want from me. 2 pending felony cases. Like you said, he would be back anyway. It is thought that he was fleeing the scene of another incident rather than targeting parade goers.
Yeah,
Are
except
they already
that's-
simping for him?
Dude, this is what the news has been doing. They've been running interference and going, this is not terrorism. This was a man who was fleeing from another crime he had committed, and it's an accident. They've been running, dude, they've been doing this all weekend, and like even the police chief came out and said, we have no indication that he was involved in another crime and was running from anything.
Right.
Yeah, they've been actively going out of their way to downplay this. But, again, if this had been a white guy, especially in Wisconsin, right after all that, it would be World War III right now.
You read this better than me, obviously. This is something that he put on Facebook June 9th, 2020. If you want to read that.
Learned and taught behaviors. So when we start back knocking white people the fuck out, I don't want to hear it. The old white people, too. Knock them the fuck out, period.
Okay.
Nice guy. Sounds like a nice guy.
This is him. This is a picture of him in the car. Bro, is that the same car from the music video?
I'll fucking kill you. It's okay. You know what? I'm sorry, but there's something funny about the marching band music playing.
It's not. Well, you know what it reminds me of? Remember in Hot Shots, the movie Hot Shots, when this plane crashes and he's gonna be okay, like, and he gets into the ambulance and then it rolls out and then he gets run over by a marching band and he's flat.
That's right.
Yeah.
Good old OJ Nordberg.
Yes. Oh God. Yes. Yes. Ahem. So that's
Why did the band stop?
because they were getting hit by a truck.
Not very professional.
You know, it's sorry that white people were having fun during a Christmas parade.
Hey, have some free cheese, don't you know?
Then this fucking animal, and he's a fucking animal, does that.
Yeah, we in Wisconsin.
That's fine. You can call him an animal, Royce. Just don't call him a terrorist.
Just don't call him late for supper, am I right?
Well, he will be now.
Yes,
Very late for supper.
Okay,
Yeah, James Fields got 400 years. This guy is going to get
probation.
probably 40 years. Tops. Oh, God, this guy who's totally not a terrorist just ran into the crowd. You know what I don't hear? The people, you know, the people that almost just got hit by a car and the other people that did get hit by a car that are all screaming. You know what I don't hear them screaming? Could someone find out if he's white first so I know if I could be mad or not?
This is fucking disgusting, dude. I mean, again, this is the stuff that I can play. Look, you can find it on your own. It's on Live Leak. I ain't gonna play it, but
Austin says I'm done with parades. I'm not gonna lie, man. I highly recommend people don't go to parades anymore because they seem to be an issue.
what about my subscription to Parade magazine?
I still don't understand why that's an active subscription.
I just never shut it down.
They just keep billing you.
Yeah, I don't know what to do, and it's not
Whatever.
worth. It's like $3. It's like one of those not worth.
You're not even getting it anymore because they're still mailing it to a house you lived in 6 years
Exactly,
ago.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. This is fucking parades are like even when I went to the to Times Square in New York like a couple years ago at Christmas time, I was like my hairs on my neck were standing up the whole time I was out there. Because you're just out there. You're in New York City, so you don't have a gun. You don't have anything to protect yourself. Huge crowds, and you're just. Anytime like I see like a huge event like that now, I just am like, okay, if somebody starts opening fire on this crowd, or a bomb goes off, right? It really is just going to be a crapshoot. It's going to be a dumb luck, where were you standing, kind of thing. It's too much to. And I've had my fun in my life. I don't need to go to it. Like, I can live my whole life now and not see another Christmas parade.
And then these are just a picture, but these are people, bystanders, trying to, help out, like the people that were hit.
But something happened downtown. Someone drove the car through downtown.
By the way, if you're a grown man and you're not injured and none of your friends got injured and you weren't like right in the line of like the car coming at you, we could agree, right? This crying shit's got to stop.
Yeah.
Stop being dramatic. Stop being a woman. Like, I would understand if he was crying and you're like, why are you crying? And he's like, 'cause my best friend just got hit.
Right,
And you'd be
right.
like, oh, fuck, man, okay. But you could tell this guy was like 3 blocks away. Couldn't wait to run on Instagram and be like, oh, guy, horrible tragedy. And you're like, shut up, fucking asshole.
Well, here's another video of the suspect from before, obviously.
And then as soon as we fall out, all of a sudden now I'm a pedophile. Let me explain
Whoa, okay,
that. 10 years
this
ago,
escalated quickly.
2006, I caught a case with my oldest daughter's mama. Yes, my baby
Do you
mama.
have like
She's from
plastic
Oakland. I was
sheathing over
busting
your
moves
hat
in
like
the
my
back.
aunt used to have on her sofa?
Oh my God, I think you might be right.
I think he has hat protectors.
I think he does.
Net. 10 years ago, 2006, I caught a case with my oldest daughter's mama. Yes, my baby mama. She's from Oakland. I was busting moves in Nevada.
He's busting moves.
What does that mean?
That's a song by Young MC.
No, I know the song. I know bust a move. Don't just stand there, bust a move.
I guess he was making moves,
Okay.
money moves.
Money moves. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I meet the bitch. She says she want to get down, so I'm pimping on the bitch. I'll take her to Nevada. You know what I'm saying? I get cracked. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know the bitch was 16 at the time.
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Say what you want about Rob Lowe. He never hit somebody with an SUV.
By the way, I love felonious piece of shit like this. Like, there are so many people.
George Floyd's brother?
There's so many people like this that we're raising now in this country that even when they're caught and arrested for underage sex trafficking of a minor, it's still not their fault. Like, you know, it used to be if you found yourself in a pickle, let's say we'll call
it a pickle.
We'll call getting arrested for underage human trafficking a pickle. And that's when we got into the biggest pickle in our entire lives. No. But a lot of people would, if they got in a pickle back then, you would go, you know what? I need to really think about, you know, even if it's not my fault, let's say. Let me think about what are the things I did that led to me being arrested for underage sex trafficking, right? Like even if it's okay, fine, she lied about because there's always this thing. She lied. I didn't know she was 16, but you were still pimping a woman in Vegas. Like there's so many steps that you go. You know, I could just think back and go, gee, how did I end up in a Las
Maybe I
Vegas
shouldn't have
jail?
been a pimp.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have been a pimp. Maybe if you are gonna pimp, maybe do your due diligence, check IDs and stuff, so at least a human trafficking charge isn't as bad as a human trafficking of a child.
Yeah, but it's what they say, like the old saying goes, pimping is easy.
It's very easy, though.
Pimping is easy.
It is very easy. So it's like, I don't... But these people just kind of go... Man, and by the way, I even know the bitch was 16, so now, of course, I'm getting fucked here, and you're thinking like, well, no, you've made a whole series of bad choices that led you into this jail cell.
She gave a statement to the police and told them, yeah, she was hoeing, that I was pimping, and that she was 16. And that I
by the way,
didn't know
are
that.
any of those facts untrue?
No, that's it. He admits it.
So why are you mad at her? What
They did a lot of stuff.
By the way, the 16-year-old, who I will bet until she was identified or they figured out what was going on, the 16-year-old that was probably also being arrested. And imagine being 16 and being placed into handcuffs by Las Vegas Metropolitan Police. What would you do at 16? You'd probably be like, hey, look, I'm 16. I'm scared. This guy was pimping me out, whatever.
Of course.
But he's just acting like, all right, yeah, okay, all right. So she was 16, you know what I mean? All right, yeah, okay, we was in Vegas and I was pimping her. But it's like, bitch, you ain't need to do that. You ain't need to throw me under the bus like that. Like, it's never their fault. Never their fault.
Somebody came in late. Did you see his rap video? We did. We did see his rap video.
Saw his rap video. By the way, I think the truck in the rap video
No, don't say it,
is
bro.
the same
No,
one that
you
was...
can't. It's an open case.
We can't comment at this time if that's the same shitty Ford Focus or if it's a different shitty Ford Focus. At this time, it's an active investigation, and there are many shitty Ford Focuses on the road.
One of my favorite
Or Escape.
One
It's an
of my
Escape.
favorite Twitter accounts to follow is Bad Legal Takes. Dude, you follow Bad Legal
Oh, yeah,
Takes?
Bad Legal Takes.
Bad Legal Takes is so good.
By the way, Arnold says Mersh condones pimping. I 100% condone pimping. I mean, if like that to me is it's pimping to me is no different than what agents and managers do. It's the same job. It's basically you act as a liaison. You take way more money than you're worth. But I'm all for pimping, but you should probably like make sure the girls you're pimping are at least 18. Like, just a thought.
Maybe get some 401ks for them.
Listen, the